Good day, Thunder Bay. My name's Kateri Skaarup, and welcome to Giant Dreams Under Construction, the show that focuses on local people building their dreams. Today, for our first show, we have our guest, Sasha Thatcher Bannon. Welcome, Sasha. Do you prefer it if I call you Sasha or Thatcher?
Thatcher.
Thatcher. All right, so Thatcher knows that she wants to be an entrepreneur. She knows that she needs to be her own boss, and she knows she needs to be in control of her life. Now, Thatcher, from my brief conversations with you, I know that you have a wealth of spiritual and traditional knowledge. And for someone who's 21 years old, that's kind of rare. So I'd like to ask you how, first of all, you gained so much knowledge in that realm and who your biggest inspirations or your biggest teachers were through your life.
Okay, so I've always been a bit different, and I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression, and those things led me to finding an outlet, and spirituality became my outlet. It helped me to understand myself a lot better and understand other people a lot better. And there's a few people that were advocates into, helping me with my spirituality, and that those few people would be one of my teachers, Kathy Roger. And if you guys know comedian Ron Knutski, he actually helped me a lot as well. And a close friend of mine, Rena Lagarde, also helped me a lot.
Okay, so Ron is a comedian. Most of Thunder Bay knows him. He's awesome at what he does. How did he inspire you? How did he teach you? What did he leave you with?
Well, he has, he's a very good storyteller. And he came to a group of us young adults that were working at Outland for tree planting. And he came and spoke to all of us, and I was very interested in what he had to say. And so I on my own personal time, I spoke to him a couple other times, and he originally was, he used to work with kids, and he realized later on in his life that that wasn't what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a comedian, and he's very successful in that. And that inspired me a lot, because he does what he loves also, and he inspires youth to do the same.
Okay, so you have a lot of goals, you have a lot of ambition, you know that you're put here for something, and you're still kind of trying to discover that. What right now do you feel your biggest goals are, and what are you doing to work towards them?
Well, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, like you said, and before I was very, I was very closed off, kind of nervous person, but I found lately that taking risks and doing things that are out of my comfortability zone, push me to strive towards my success is basically what has been helping me lately.
And you're 21, so you're still at the very beginning of your adult life. But I know you've faced obstacles, and you've had some struggles along the way that have helped define who you are. Without getting too much into the negative parts of it, what did your experiences and how did they help shape the direction that you're taking now?
Well, I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression. I still struggle with it, but I find that finding outlets to express myself and striving towards success is really helping, along with and it has pushed me towards that direction in order to be more confident in myself.
So do you know yet where your life path is leading, or are you still figuring that out slowly, or do you know the next steps of it?
Well, just working with you lately has opened up a lot of opportunities for me, and I feel like I am headed in the right direction to becoming a successful person. And I suppose, sorry.
That's okay.
I suppose I'm not too entirely sure what I want to do next. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I feel like doing that, and especially if you're feeling good about a situation you're in, will eventually lead you to, the things you want and the things you aspire to be.
that's definitely true for pretty much anything that you want to be. Doesn't matter whether it's construction worker or doctor or anything like that. How did you come to the realization that you're not just meant to be a sheep or meant to follow the crowd? How do you first of all have the courage to be you, and second of all not care to show that part of you, the real you?
Well, growing up as a kid, I never really fit in a box. You know, everyone tries to put you in that box, and I was just so relentless as to not be put in that box. You know, I definitely tried to do things a lot differently. I always questioned things a lot, you know, trying to find, you know, reasons as to why, you know, why are we told to do this? Why are we told to do that? I always wanted to understand. And realizing as I got older that, you know, maybe that box wasn't where I was supposed to be, really pushed me in the direction of the goals I have right now.
Well, first of all, I think you're awesome. In the short period of time that we've known each other, you've surprised me with a lot of your skills and a lot of your knowledge. People looking up to you, people that are younger than you, or even elders that might be watching, what do you want to leave them with? What message do you want to send them right now?
Well, I think being yourself is really important, and following your dreams for sure. Like, don't settle for anything less than what you think you deserve. And if you aspire to be great, then greatness is what you shall achieve if you persevere.
Well, that's awesome. I wish we could talk more about all of the knowledge that's inside this frame here. Unfortunately, we only have 8 minutes, but I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing a little bit of your experience and just basically being a little bit of a light to others who are close to your age and who are still struggling to find their path, and just so that everybody kind of knows, like, just keep trucking. Like, so thank you so much, Sasha, for coming today.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.